Hello, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to 365 Live. My name is Gary, and I'll be your host for tonight's live session. So, 365 Live is a platform where we educate the public on cancer and encourage a cancer prevention lifestyle. So, whenever you see this logo, you will know that 365 Cancer Prevention Society is currently having a live broadcast. And tonight we are in for a treat, really treat, because we are going to be helping to treat the disease and the causes of disease with food. So tonight's going to be interesting because we're going to find out about the secrets that dietitians hold. And this is specially brought to you by 365 Cancer Prevention Society. So 365 Cancer Prevention Society has been committed to serving the community through holistic cancer prevention measures since 2003. And this is accomplished through health and nutrition education, just like this evening, as well as promotion of healthy lifestyle and, of course, our lymphatic detox exercises. So if you haven't tried those exercises, be sure to check it out on our website too. We're also going to provide practical and emotional support and care for our clients and their family members in their battle against cancer. And that's through our residential and hospital visitations, counseling services, nutrition consultation, and wellness services. So please do like, share, and follow all of our social media pages for all the latest updates and events and activities. All right, so with events, there are a couple of amazing things happening right now. So 365 CPS is sponsoring some screenings. So 3 screenings this time. So my first colonoscopy, my first mammogram, and my first pap smear test. So as you know, early detection is the key to fighting cancer. So together with Icon Cancer Center, we're currently providing fully sponsored colonoscopies, mammograms, and pap tests for individuals who are holding a blue or orange CHAS card. So this is going to be for these screenings, and they're going to help to detect cancers at the earliest stages before symptoms occur. And that could lead to better treatment outcomes too. So if you are keen to support these initiatives and also to help fund these screenings, please feel free to take out your phones and scan the QR code. Please donate generously, and I'll give you just a few moments to do so right now. If you are on your phone right now, just screenshot it so that you can get access to that QR code at another point in time. And, donate generously, because your donation is going to go a long way in helping a child or a parent or a caregiver around in need, and they're going to get the treatment and the support that they need, and they're going to get it early. Also, for tonight's session and for all of 365 Live, please understand that all the information shared at this event by the speaker and 365 CPS are for general information only. And of course, they may be subject to changes along the way. So do consult your doctor for personalized and detailed medical advice. Alrighty, so without further ado, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce tonight's speaker. She's a registered dietitian with 365 Cancer Prevention Society, and she's dedicated to empowering individuals and families achieve their optimal health through personalized nutrition therapy. She works closely with clients to develop specific tailored meal plans and provide ongoing guidance, manage weight, chronic conditions, and improve overall well-being. And she utilizes the concept of medical nutritional therapy to conduct in-depth consultations to understand individual needs and goals and design sustainable dietary plans for individuals and their families to monitor progress and adjust plans as needed to ensure successful outcomes. So as you can see, she's on stage with me now. Please help me introduce our speaker for tonight, Ms. Ng Jingwei, who's a registered dietitian with 365 Cancer Prevention Society. So thank you so much tonight for coming on board and with the willingness to share your knowledge and your secrets tonight.
Hi, Gary. Thanks for your introduction. Right, so without further ado, I shall share my slide right now. So hopefully everyone can see my slide. Hi, good evening, everyone. So I'm Jingwen, dietitian from 365 Cancer Prevention Society. As you can see in this slide, today I'm going to talk about the secret of a dietitian, in which how dietitian will do to teach our client how to treat the disease or treat the medical condition with food or nutrition. Right. So here is the content that I'll be sharing tonight. First of all, I will be introducing about the role of the dietitians and specifically in 365 Cancer Prevention Society. After this, as you can see in the flyer, I'll be also introducing some of the products which we call it as an oral nutrition supplement. And last but not least, I'm going to share to everyone on how to find our nutrition resources on 365 Cancer Prevention Society website. Right. So first of all, it's about a dietitian. All right. So I think dietitian is not when comparing to the nutritionist, is not so much familiar to everyone. So I'm sure that everyone of you had heard about had heard about nutritionist, but not dietitian. So today, which is my main purpose today, is to share with everyone on who is dietitian and what we do. Right. So first of all, dietitian, we are a group of allied health professionals that have undergo professional training and with credible qualifications. The minimum qualification to become a dietitian must be a bachelor's degree, and some of us may even hold master qualification as well. So the main job scope of a dietitian is to provide one-to-one dietitian consultation to our clients, regardless it's in the inpatient, which is a hospital setting, or during the outpatient setting, which is in the polyclinic, or even in our society, which is a community setting. So during the consultation, we will plan individualized meal plan to our clients. And except from the dietitian consultation, we will be also actively involving in the community nutrition, which is will be sharing the correct nutrition information to the public through the talks or some of the workshop. Right. And the last but not least, which is linked to my last part of my the last part of my sharing today, in which we will be also teaching our client on how to use the oral nutrition supplement, which is I think is also quite a new term to everyone. Right. So what is the difference in between a dietitian and nutritionist? Right. So the main target population that we are dealing with is actually different. So every dietitian we will learn a concept in which we know as the medical nutrition therapy. Nutrition therapy, right? So by using the medical nutrition therapy, we can teach our client on how to use on how to use the nutrition or food to treat the medical conditions such as high blood cholesterol, high blood sugar, diabetes, and also the cancer. Whereas the main target population of a nutritionist is actually mainly for the disease prevention, in which they will be focusing on targeting the healthy population on how to eat healthily. Right. So these are the main difference. Dietitian, we will be helping to treat and manage the disease, whereas a nutritionist they will be focusing more on the disease prevention. Right. So our main target population will be those with medical conditions. Right. So our learning during university or when we are studying bachelor's degree or during masters, our learning content will be different also. Right. So for dietitian, we will be mainly learning about the medical nutrition therapy, in which I will be explaining later on. Right. Whereas a nutritionist, they will be more focusing on how to organize an event or program or workshop or talk to educate public on the correct nutrition information. So next, I will be sharing more on the role of dietitians specifically in our society. So I will divide our roles and services into 4 different areas. Right, so the first area is the clinical nutrition. So clinical nutrition seems like it's a new term, but actually it refers to one-to-one dietitian consultation. So during our one-to-one individual consultation, we will be using a concept in which we call as the medical nutrition therapy, MNT. Right. So what is MNT? MNT is a knowledge that allows dietitian to manage and treat the conditions and to prevent the occurrence of complication using the food and nutrition. right? So it is actually an evidence-based approach which have been proven by the research, and this MNT can only be conducted by accredited dietitians but not nutritionists, right? So now a question popping out here is how dietitian carry out MNT, right? So we will be incorporating the concept of MNT in a process in which we know as the nutrition care process. So this here is another new term, but worry not, actually nutrition care process is same as the dietitian consultation. By using this process, we will divide our consultation with our client into 4 different processes. Right, so the first process will be the nutrition assessment. Since a main point of providing a consultation with client is to provide an individual's meal plan, then we must have done our assessment first. Because if our client come and find us and then we didn't have any assessment, then us as a dietitian, we cannot actually provide an individual's meal plan to them because we don't know about their conditions at all. Right, so here is a nutrition assessment in which we want to find out the nutrition related problems, like for example, what kind of the challenges our client is facing, especially related to the nutrition, and what contribute to these problems. So it's actually quite similar when we having flu, then we go and seek for GP or doctor. Definitely, doctor will definitely will ask us, how long have you been coughing, right? So do you have any sore throat? So doctor will do all this kind of assessment before they come up with a diagnosis. So similar to a dietitian, we will be asking a lot about like your weight, height, any discomfort that affect your eating ability, any fat or muscle loss, and the most importantly, your diet history. Right. So from your diet history, we can calculate your calorie intake, your nutrient intake, for example, protein intake. And from here, when we analyze all the data, we will be coming out a nutrition diagnosis. Right. So the nutrition diagnosis, the main point I would like to highlight in here is the nutrition diagnosis is totally different from the medical diagnosis. So let me give some example of the medical diagnosis, which including diabetes, high blood pressure, dyslipidemia, high blood cholesterol, and cancer. So here are some example of the medical diagnosis. Whereas the nutrition diagnosis, it will be focusing more on the nutrition problems. So let me give an example. So if client A, she came to seek a consultation with me, and then during the nutrition assessment, I found out that she did take a lot of the food, right, and which her calorie intake is more than her requirement. And her main purpose to see a dietitian is actually for the weight management. And in that case, her nutrition diagnosis will be excessive energy intake from food. Right, so here is an example of a nutrition diagnosis, which is very different from the medical diagnosis. It's very important for us to have a nutrition diagnosis so that from this diagnosis, we can find out that what is the main goal we want to achieve during the session, right? Because we cannot develop individualized action plans without a goal. Of course, we will be discussing this goal together with our client because most of the time when clients seek for a dietitian consultation, they will have their main goal also, which including maybe they want to have a weight gain, maybe they want to have a weight loss, and so on. Right, so no need to worry that because a consultation session with a dietitian, the main point is actually to discuss the suitable plan for our client. Right, we will not force our client to follow our plan. Right, so most importantly is both of us, we must agree to the plan, and most importantly, client must be comfortable to carry out the action plans also. Right, so the purpose of the action plans is of course to solve or improve the nutrition diagnosis, which including reducing high fat food intake. If the client is having an excessive calorie intake, they'll take more fruits and vegetables and so on. Of course, during the session, we will be discussing a more detailed action plans on like exactly how should the client reduce high fat food intake, or how should the client increase fruits and vegetables intake. And last but not least, since we got the action plans already, definitely we must have a monitoring and evaluation session, right? Because most of the time when clients come to seek for a dietitian consultation, there will be definitely some several follow-up session, right? Because most of the clients come to us with several medical conditions and with several nutrition related challenges. So that's why during the 1 hour dietitian consultation, it is impossible for us to address all the problems at once. And this is because client also cannot afford to have many changes in their diet at once also. So that's why every time when we develop an action plan already, during the next visit, we will monitor and evaluate the progress to adjust our action plans. Right, so this is to evaluate the progress, whether our client do they have any challenges in carrying out the action plans. Because when we come to the discussion, maybe client feel that, oh, it's okay for me to do this kind of the changes. But after this, when they really do this at their home or during their workplace, they found that, oh, actually I'm facing some challenges, right? So that's why a follow-up session with dietitian is very important, so that we can continuing we can review our action plan continuously to improve the progress. So here's the end of the dietitian consultation. So you can see that from the assessment up until the monitoring and evaluation, actually all this process we call it as a nutrition care process, which is our dietitian consultation. And throughout this journey, dietitian will be using the concept of MNT, which is the medical nutrition therapy, that help us to analyze the data, help us to come up with a diagnosis, and most importantly, help us to design an action plan or individualized meal plan for our client. So I will be pausing it here for about 5 seconds, right? So if anyone of you interested to know more about the nutrition care process, I have write out an article on our website. So feel free to scan this QR code and take a look. Right, so moving on, here are some example of the tools they will be using. Right, so on the left-hand side, you can see I got different bowls with different measurement, right, up until from the big, medium to the small bowl. And I've also got a big spoon, small spoon, right? So what is the purpose of this tool? So it's actually to help dietitian to quantify the food portion of our clients more accurately, right? Because sometimes if client telling us that she's having a small bowl of the rice, but actually maybe for her it's a small bowl, but if we using all these tools to visualize the food portion, oh, maybe I will realize that, oh, actually the client is taking a big bowl of the rice. It's just that she think that this is a small bowl, right? So it's a very subjective thing. So that's why we try to come up with some household measurement tools to help us to better to quantify their intake accurately. And on the right hand side, I got many beautiful and attractive food models. So actually, all these food models, right, is to help our client to visualize their portion size, in a much more efficient way, right? Because sometimes when we just talk, it's very hard for them to visualize. So it's better to use some food models to let them know that, oh, this is the correct portion size that they should be taking. So just now I mentioned quite a lot about the medical nutrition therapy and about the dietitian consultation. So maybe some of you may be wondering though, oh, what is so good? Why this MNT is so good, right? So the first of all, study have proven that the actually dietitian play a very important role in helping with the weight management, regardless is the weight loss or weight gain. Of course, except from the weight management, we also have the chronic disease management, such as diabetes, heart disease, stroke, obesity, and cancer. Because we all know that if we are having a poor weight management, we will be having a much higher risk to get all these chronic diseases. And the last but not least is specifically for the elderly or for our main beneficiaries, which are cancer fighters. They will have a higher risk to have undernutrition, which is the lack of nutrition intake. So by using this MNT, we can also help to address this issue as well. And actually, all this will be related to the improving their quality of life. So specifically, what we can help our clients, what we can help with our members or even public through this the dietitian consultation. So first of all, during the assessment, we will have to find out that the exact nutritional needs of our client, how much calorie, how much protein, how much carbs, how much fat that need. Right? And during the intervention part, we'll be also setting a goal with them, because some of them may not be so clear about what they want. So here comes to the role of the dietitian, in which we will be helping to guide them and to discuss together what is the short-term goal, what is the long-term goal that our client would like to achieve. And then once we have the goal, then we can proceed to the individualized meal plan, right? So do you know the individualized meal plan is really very individualized, right? Dietitian, we are not going to talk to you about, oh, you can just reduce the salt intake, reduce the fat intake, reduce the sugar intake, that's all. Okay, this is the answer that we will give during the talk or during the workshop, in which we are facing a lot of the individual, because by that time we cannot give an individualized meal plan. But if you come to the one-to-one session, we will tell you exactly how much you need to reduce, how much sugar you can take in a day, how much carbs you can take in a day. We will help you to calculate, and we can even teach you how to calculate the nutrient by yourself. Right? So do take note that your meal plan cannot be shared to your friends or your family, because this individualized meal plan is only specifically for you, one and only. Right. And the last but not least, we will also be having a frequent follow-up sessions. So usually we done our consultation in 3 different modes. The first one is the physical session in our social service center. The second one is through the Zoom, through the Google meeting, or through the video call. And the third one is actually through the phone call. Right. So we will decide all these mode of consultation with our clients based on their needs, their preference, and their convenience. So our final goals is to treat the disease together with help our client to treat their disease, to treat their medical conditions, which is finally goes back to the main role of the dietitian. Is the second area of the dietitian in 365 CPS, in which we will be involving actively in the community nutrition. Right, so community nutrition will be focusing on educating and sharing the correct nutrition knowledge through some of the community programs, such as talks, workshops. Right, so some example of the workshop we'll be having right now is actually supermarket tour, in which we will teach on our members how to read the nutrition label, and then more excitingly is we will also bring them to the supermarket tour for a physical tour, so that they can use their knowledge and then develop it into a skill. We also having a healthy cooking demonstration and healthy cooking class to teach on our members on how to have a healthy meal preparation. Right. So the next one is the publication. Aside from the community program, we will be also sharing our nutritional knowledge through the social media. Right. The main purpose we want to do so is because we want to share to everyone that not all nutritional knowledge online are true. Right, you have to check for the source. You have to check who is the one that writing the content, right? Because only accredited dietitian and nutritionists are certified to share all this correct nutritional knowledge. Right, so here are some of the example of the nutritional knowledge they will be sharing on the social media. So feel free to follow our Instagram, our Facebook to have a look. We will be basically debunking some of the cancer-related myth, sharing some of the medical nutrition therapy knowledge, helping the public to use the use the nutrition knowledge to treat the disease, and maybe to sharing some of the nutrition information of specific food groups. So just now, some of the nutritional information are published in the form of the infographic. But if you are a person that would like to know more in depth about a certain topic, so feel free to explore to our blog post. Yeah, because our blog post, we will be writing some of the nutrition related articles in a much and we'll be sharing a much more in-depth information. We will be also publish some of the nutrition related articles on our newsletter. We'll be also sharing some of the healthy recipe as well. Except from the newsletter, we also publish our recipe in a different formats. The first one is actually the recipe book. So if you're able to explore on our website, you'll be found that actually we do publish quite a lot of the recipe book. The latest one will be the 15 minutes quick dishes. So except from the recipe book, we'll be also publish our recipe through the recipe video. Right, you can view all this video on our Facebook or on our YouTube channel. Right, so here is one of the example of the recipe video that we have done before. So let me share with you all. Then let's take a look at it. Alright, so hope you guys able to enjoy this recipe video about the sweet potato and carrot energy bowl. So if you're interested in this kind of the recipe video, feel free to explore more on our Facebook and YouTube channel. Right, so from the community nutrition and publication, our main role is actually to enhance the nutrition knowledge of our members and also to the public. Right, we'll be also sharing some of the healthy eating tips to everyone. And through the recipe video, through the recipe book, or even through the healthy cooking demonstration, we'll be also providing the ways to have a healthy meal preparation. Right. And last but not least, actually, all these will be linking to the disease prevention because prevention is always better than the cure. Of course, if you already have certain types of the medical conditions, such as high blood sugar, diabetes, is also very important for you to prevent the development of other medical conditions as well. The last area of the 365 CPS dietitian, which is the food service. So if any one of you have been to our social service center, so you'll be knowing that actually we actually one of the main role of our social service center is to provide healthy and delicious lunch and dinner to our members. Right, so the role of the dietitians is to help to revise the menu. We'll be analyzing the nutrition content and make sure that all the nutrition content is suitable for our cancer fighters. And right, and also we want to make sure that it is attractive enough, it's delicious enough so that our members can enjoy it. We'll be also doing the member and cook satisfaction survey so that we can improve our menu from time to time. So from the food safety aspect, we'll be also conducting the kitchen audit. Right, for some festive seasons such as Chinese New Year, Hari Raya, will be involving in some of the festive menu planning also, and also together with the love lunch menu planning. Right, so here is the first part of my sharing today, and next I will be sharing another important information, which is about the oral nutrition supplement. All right, so I think I just curious that how many of you heard about this oral nutrition supplement before, and do you know what is this? Right, so if you know what is this, feel free to let me know, and maybe you can give me some of the example in the comment section. Right, so in here, I'll be showing some of the examples. All right, but just a disclaimer, I'm showing this picture is not because I'm the sales rep or why I'm not promoting all this product. I'm just sharing some of the examples. All right, so I think many of you, I'm sure that many of you definitely have seen before one or two, or maybe two or more products that I'll be sharing in this slide. All right, actually, all these are the example of oral nutrition supplement. right? Usually, most of our clients, I will say 9 out of 10 will call them as a milk, right? They will be saying that, oh, milk that nurse give me to drink, milk that doctor give me to drink, milk that I drink when I'm hospitalized or whatnot, right? So maybe just a very quick question here. Do you think all these products, they are actually the real milk or actually they are not the milk? Right, so feel free to share with me your thoughts in the comment section. Maybe you can just type in yes, no. Right, so the answer is actually all these products, they are not the milk. They are totally different from the cow's milk, soy milk, or almond milk. They are totally different, right? Actually, the real name for all these products is oral nutrition supplement. They are actually a type of the supplement drink, right? So what is the purpose of all these products, right? There are two different types of the oral nutrition supplement based on the nutrition content, right? For example, Ensure, Boost Optimum, or Glucina, all these type of the supplement drink, right? They can be used to completely replace your food, which means that all these products, right, they are able to provide human with all the essential nutrients, including our macronutrients, including all the vitamins, minerals that we need every day, right? So that's why their price is, I would say, quite pricey, because they are not the milk, totally different from the milk. If you take a look at their nutrition information panel, you can see it's a whole long, it's a very, very long list. Right. So the main purpose of that is to supplement the normal diet, is to supplement the nutrition intake. So this is the first type of the oral nutrition supplement. There will be also the second type of the oral nutrition supplement, in which this product only provide a specific one or two types of the nutrient, such as protein powder. This is the most classic example they will be seeing in the market. Okay, so maybe some of you will be wondering that, oh, if this is the type of the supplement drink, can I take it every day, similar as the vitamin D, calcium, or vitamin C? The answer is no. Not every one of you should take this oral nutrition supplement. All right, so there are several criteria that dietitian will be using to decide which client should take this oral nutrition supplement. The first criteria is we will be seeing that whether our client is eating enough nutrient or not. If they are eating not enough due to the side effects, such as they are having a poor appetite, or maybe they are vomiting, having some of the side effects such as diarrhea, nausea, vomiting from the treatment such as chemotherapy, then they are eligible to take this oral nutrition supplement, because we want them to replenish back the nutrient that they have been using, right? In some of the cases, maybe, for example, for the cancer fighters, they are on the chemotherapy, right? Their nutritional needs will be increased. Or maybe if some of you just have done some major surgery, you're having a huge wound that need to recover, your nutritional needs will be increased as well. So in this kind of the situation, you can take this oral nutrition supplement as well, because your usual diet intake may not be able to meet with your needs. So the next one, what is the benefits of the population that I mentioned just now for any one of you who meet this criteria to take this oral nutrition supplement? The first of all, definitely, if you are losing your nutrition, if you are not eating enough, we will be worrying that your weight will be dropping down. You will be losing your fat, your muscle. So that's why here comes the role of a ONS, which is to help you to maintain your weight, or even to increase back your weight, to help you to gain back the fat and the muscle, improving the nutritional status, and to reducing the risk of malnutrition, which is the lack of nutrition. Because if you are lacking a nutrition, you'll be at higher risk to get some other infection also. So that's why ONS, the supplement, is very important to help you to strengthen your immune system. Right, so if any one of you, they are doing rehab, like for example, under the session with the physiotherapy, you need some more energy, you need extra protein, you need extra energy to carry out all this exercise. So these supplement drink are very important to help you to improve your physical air function and to improve your strength, right? To help you to feel more energetic. And if you have wound, Though the protein provided in all these supplement drink will be help to speed up the wound recovery as well. And last but not least, if any one of you would like to lose weight, so actually a fun fact here is this supplement drink can be also used as a meal replacement only if you are using it correctly. Right, so just now I did mention that oral nutrition supplement, we can divide them based on the nutrition content, but also we can also divide them into two categories based on the texture. Right, the first one is the powder form. Right, even under the powder form oral nutrition supplement, we can divide them into three other categories as well. So you can see this ONS is actually a big umbrella, right? So the first one is the polymeric ONS. Polymeric ONS will we basically provide to our clients with a complete digestive system, right? Because all the nutrients inside this formula, polymeric formula, is basically unbroken nutrients. So you need a complete and a healthy digestive system to digest it properly. And the second one, if anyone of you maybe just done the surgery to remove part of the intestine, maybe your digestive system is not so good, have been weakened, so we'll be suggesting monomeric formula in which the nutrients inside have been pre-digested. And the last but not least, we also have a modular formula, which is such as the protein powder, carbohydrate powder, in which all these modular formula, they only provide one single nutrients only. We're moving on to another form, which is the liquid form, in which we call it as a ready to drink. Right, so for the ready to drink, there are two types. All right, you can see I stated down milk in here. Right, so this one is a term that we use to describe the texture. It doesn't mean that all these supplement drink they are milk. Okay, so under this ready to drink form, we will divide this ONS into two different texture. Right, the first one, if the product that you are drinking right now tastes like milk, texture like milk, means that all these ready to drink formula, they complete the complete nutrition. They complete all the essential vitamins, minerals, and macronutrients that you need in your daily life. And based on the different companies, different manufacturers, different brand, they can choose to use different type of the packaging. Right, and another form is actually if the supplement drink that you are drinking right now is in the form of the clear juice, means that when you taste it, it's actually like a juice. Doesn't have the taste of the milk. It tastes sweet, tastes I would say much more delicious. So usually this type of the supplement drink, they are not they don't have all the nutrients that you need in daily life. Mostly they will be containing some carbohydrate and protein only. From the texture, we will also divide the supplement drink based on medical conditions. Right, one of the most classic example is the glucina or maybe nutrient diabetes. These two types of the formula are specifically designed for anyone of you with diabetes. We also have the nephro, right? Designed for though any one of you with a kidney issue. So you can see that on S itself, we can actually categorize them based on different criteria, right? We also have some plant-based on S if any one of you would like to, if any one of you is a vegetarian. Right. So the nutrition content, the nutrient composition of this ONS definitely will be different because different medical condition need different types of the nutrient composition. Right. Okay. And also based on the again, different brand, different product, they comes in different flavors. Right. So just now we're talking about the powder form and the liquid form. So I will be sharing some of the pros and cons, right? Maybe to help you all to better decide which form should we be going to. Right. So first for the powder form, usually the cost is much lower, much more friendly, and the benefit is you can self-adjust your serving portion. You can decide how many scoop you want to put in. And the liquid form is basically, I would say, is a very much more convenience. Right. So I'm pausing here for maybe for another 3 to 5 seconds. So if anyone of you would like to take some picture, to take some screenshot, feel free to do so because I'll be sharing some of the tips to how to prepare the powder form OMS also. Right, moving on. So I'm sure that maybe some of you now feel very confusing already. There are different types of the ONS. So how should we choose them? Right? How can I make sure that I'm choosing the correct product? So that's why, again, this is the special note of the dietitian. Please, if any one of you think that you really need to drink this kind of the supplement drink, please come to seek for a one-to-one dietitian consultation, right? Because during the consultation, we will be helping you to analyze your medical condition and to analyze which type of the supplement drink suitable for you. And not only that, we'll be also helping you and to discuss together with you how much you need to drink in a day, the frequency, how many times, or if you are purchasing the powder form, how many scoops should you take, how many bottles should you take every time. All right, and then just a side note here, if you are taking the wrong portion of the supplement drink, it may lead to some side effect also. So that's why come to have a follow-up visit with dietitian is very important, so that we can review the progress, and then we can review is there any occurrence of the side effect, so we can adjust the portion or we can change the product accordingly. Some of the ways to consume this supplement drink, right, which including we can just drink it as it is, or maybe you want to blend together with the fruits, or maybe you want to make it as a dessert, or we want to add inside the beverage or the oats, right? So we have a different ways to enjoy it, so you will not feel so boring about it. So in here, I have included two famous questions related to this supplement. Right, so maybe some of you wondering that can I still consume this type of the supplement drink despite able to eat normally? I will say this one is optional, and you will really need to come to seek for a dietitian consultation so we can do the assessment accordingly. Right, if you're able to eat normally but your portion size is not enough to meet with your current needs, then we may suggest you to take this supplement drink if you're unable to eat anymore. Right, also for maybe some of you, you'll be just thinking that, oh, actually I'm eating enough, I just heard maybe my friends or the advertisement say that this product are good to treat my blood sugar and so on, so you're thinking want to take of this. So if you're having this kind of the concern, please come to us as well, because we'll be evaluating, helping you to calculate how much have you been eating. If you have been eating enough, you have been your nutrition intake is actually matched well with your needs, then actually you no need to take that. And the second one is the point that I mentioned just now, can ONS can be used as a meal replacement, but again, provided if you use it properly, right? Because do remember that one of the main function of the ONS is to help the clients to replenish back the nutrition, to help them to gain back their weight. So some of the products, actually their calorie is very high, the protein is very high also. So if you would like to use it as a meal replacement, definitely yes, can, but you need to come to us so that we can analyze your intake, we can analyze your lifestyle habit, then we can tell you how much should you drink and how much should and if you really want to make it as a meal replacement, you have to cut down your food intake at the same time. So we'll be telling you how to do so, how much to take, how many meals in a day that you can replace with this kind of the supplement drink, right? So if you take this kind of the supplement drink without cutting down your food intake, without following the correct portion, you will be ending up gaining the weight. Right, last but not least, some of the information about this supplement drink. So where can you get this? So for some of the famous brands such as Abbott or Nestle, definitely you can buy in the Essential, Giant, or maybe NTUC. But if for the other brands that maybe not so famous, you may want to consider to find it in the pharmacy, regardless is the in the hospital or the polyclinic, or you may want to consider to purchase it online, which is much more convenient. So ONS got its own cons as well, in which many of our clients, they will be complaining having the taste fatigue, in which they're getting boring with the taste, right? So this is something that we can help, dietitian can well help with also. Of course, if you want to take this supplement drink in the long term, we'll be considering about the cost as well and the side effects, because not every product is suitable with you. Some of the product may be causing you to have a diarrhea, bloat, bloatedness, and so on. So we will need to adjust it accordingly as well, right? And all this actually will affect the long-term compliance. So again, do seek for a consultation with dietitian if you would like to explore in this area. Right, so what can we do to help you is, of course, to assess whether do you really have the need to have this kind of supplement drink. If you really have, we will help to give you a several option, and then you can choose one of it. And then based on the products, we can tell you how many scoop, how many bottles drink at what time, how many times you drink a day, when to start, when to stop. Because if you can go back to the normal diet, definitely we wouldn't want you to take this kind of the supplement drink for the rest of your life. Right? If anyone of you want to have a weight loss, how to use it as a meal replacement, how to prepare it correctly, and how to deal with the side effect. Right, so I'll be pausing here for 10 seconds. Right, so I'd like to every one of you, if you are watching this Facebook Live, so this is the screening form, right, to help you to identify your nutritional status, identify whether do you have the need to see a dietitian, and if you screen this QR code, if you really have the needs, you can also use this form to book an appointment with us as well. Right, because now the dietitian consultation is not only open to the 365 CPS member, we also open to the public. But of course, for the public, there will be terms and conditions applied. So if you agree for us to contact with you, we will contact with you within 3 working days to arrange the first session date, and then to decide on the mode of the consultation as well. And then during the session, we can come together to discuss how to improve your medical condition through the nutrition. Right, so last but not least, I will be just using another extra 1 to 2 minutes to just share with you guys how to look for our nutrition resources on our website. So if you go to 365 CPS website, you can see there is actually a resource hub. You just click the resource, and then below you can see actually we got an ebook section. So actually, dietitian, we have published an ebook which is specifically for cancer fighters that are undergoing cancer treatment. So inside, we'll be providing many of the tips to deal with the side effect. And the next one, we also got the recipes. Is under the 365 recipes. And once you click in there, you can see, depends on which format you would like to have. You can go through these recipe videos, or you would like to have ebooks, or you like to go through some of the quick recipes. It's totally based on your preference. And then we will be also writing some of the blog, some of the articles. If you like to rewatch again our FB Live Talk, you can click on this healthy lifestyle and nutrition under the section of the cancer prevention and cancer fighting as well. Right, and then last but not least, again, feel free to follow our social media so that we will post some of these correct nutrition information from time to time. They basically is a monthly post. So here comes the end of my presentation today. Right, thank you so much for your time. And now I think we can open for the Q&A session.
Wonderful, Jingwen. Thank you so much for sharing. And also, yeah, there's a lot of information there. I hope everybody is able to sort of catch up with everything. And I especially like what you mentioned that, as much as there's a lot of these products that you can buy off the shelf, I mean, I've seen some of those on the shelves as well, is that sometimes we might not be using it correctly, or quantities and how much, if there is a side effect and that sort of thing too. And, speaking of side effects, and we have a couple of great questions already. So if you do have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments right now, and I will help ask on your behalf as well. So the first 2 questions kind of are related to side effects in a way. The first one was actually asking about those on blood thinners. So are these nutritional supplements, the ONS, are they actually okay for people on blood thinners?
Right, thank you so much, Alice, for your question. So actually, worry now, ONS is actually suitable for those on blood thinner, right? Because actually, not every blood thinner need to take note take note on the vitamin K consumption. You have to see which type of the blood thinner that you are taking. If you are taking warfarin, definitely you have to watch out for the vitamin K. But usually vitamin K content in all these ONS, right, is actually the standard the standard amount, right? So it's actually, if you want to think on the vitamin K, we will suggest try to avoid those fruits, basically those vegetables that high in vitamin K content. But for the ONS wise, no issue.
Yeah, great. Thank you. And so then the similar sort of question then, people with lactose intolerance, because some of these are kind of like a milk type of replacement, right? So what about the lactose in it?
Right, wonderful. So this is also one of the most famous questions that our client will be asking also. So actually, most of the, I will say basically all the ONS product that I'm seeing right now, actually they are very, very low in lactose. They are basically lactose free. So actually worry not is actually suitable for those with lactose intolerance. Unless you are having the allergic to the milk protein, so this is the allergic, then you may not so suitable because many of the ONS they are actually using the milk protein. But from the aspect of the lactose wise, worry not. Yeah, basically they are okay to consume.
Okay, wonderful. And actually, I had a question because you're talking about using this as a weight loss, and you said correctly. I mean, there's a lot of people who are now, unfortunately, starting to put on a little bit of weight, maybe, and maybe it's through COVID or whatnot. And also, I mean, I see the government is now really promoting sort of healthy food and eating better and promoting having better BMI and getting people to actually be aware of these sorts of things. So using this ONS as a meal replacement, I'm just kind of curious, like if you replace a meal with it, is it something you have to do forever? Or, yeah.
I will say actually using this ONS as a meal replacement is actually not suitable for everyone, to be honest. Right. Whether or not it can be forever, it also depends on individuals also. Right, because for some of the client, they do find out that using this ONS as meal replacement is really helpful for them, because if they are not taking this type of the ONS, maybe they cannot control themselves. They cannot control how much they eat, or maybe they just don't have the access to healthier food option. Maybe they cannot cook themselves, and all the hawker center or all the kopitiam outside all selling, like for example, char kway teow, lor mee, all this kind of the high calorie food.
Nice
So
food.
maybe some of that, yes, why is very helpful. So for us, as long as the client able to comply with it, they did not complain it or is I boring with it, or they did not complain like or cannot afford to buy anymore. So actually, if they want, they can take it in the long term. Yeah.
Okay. But is there going to be, I mean, are these, I haven't actually picked one up, so I'm just kind of curious, what is the sugar content in there? I mean, it must have to taste nice, right? For you to want to
Yes,
eat it.
yes.
I mean, chocolate tail tastes
Right.
nice, or I think so. But, these supplements, do they have a decent amount of sugar content in them then?
All right. So of course there will be definitely some certain amount of the sugar inside, because sugar is counted as a carbohydrate. So in order for ONS to be completely nutrition and balanced, carbohydrate is one of the macronutrient that definitely must be included inside the ONS. But of course, if some of you is concerning on the sugar content, maybe having a diabetes or whatnot, feel free to go for those products that are specific for the diabetes, because in this product they will cut down the sugar content. Of course, actually most of the ONS that taste sweet is because inside they put in the artificial sweetener.
Okay. Are artificial sweeteners healthy? Can I ask?
If we take it moderately, it's actually acceptable. Yeah, but I will say they put in mainly is because I think it's a market demand, because some of the consumer like it to be sweet, whereas some of the consumer don't like it to be sweet. So I will say, but I think some of the ONS product right now, they're trying to come out with they're trying to reduce the sweetness. Yeah, well compared to a previous.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. Are there any other questions? There was a question that I actually got asked by somebody who's watching here. When you talk about your medical nutrition therapy, You mentioned about, high blood pressure or lipidemia or something like that. Dyslipidemia, sorry. Blood pressure. So what are the kind of diseases, or what are the conditions actually that would benefit this sort of medical nutritional therapy?
Oh, okay. So actually, for the medical nutrition therapy, we cover quite a lot of the diseases. Basically, all the diseases related to the lifestyle, such as diabetes, high blood cholesterol, or maybe gout. Okay, gout, like if you're taking purine excessively, or maybe cancer. Cancer is not. Oh, I see. All right. So maybe our host Gary is having some of the connection issue. So I will just continue. Right, so basically MNT can cover with quite a wide range of the disease, all the disease related to the lifestyle, in which we know, like for example, three highs: high blood pressure, high blood cholesterol, high blood glucose, high blood sugar. We can deal with that, of course, definitely with the cancer. Right, with any of the disease that can give a quite a huge impact on the nutrition status, we can deal with that also. Right. Okay. So I will just continue. Right. So I can see there are two questions from Yuming. First of all, can vegan take on as daily? Of course, yes. Right. So we just have to choose the correct plant-based ONS product. Right. Whether you need to take it daily or not, actually, it depends on your needs. But technically is yes. For your second question, how much is considered moderation? Half serving, a quarter serving, once a week. This one you need to come for individualized dietitian consultation, right? Because without knowing your medical condition, without knowing your weight, your height, it's very hard for me to say that how much is considered moderation. And plus different ONS, they got different serving size also. Right. Oh, welcome back, Gary.
Yeah, thank you. I just had a
Okay, can you hear me?
glitch. I can hear you all the time. I just don't
All
know
right.
what happened to this. But yeah, thank you for continuing the questions. There was another one
Oh,
about wanting to know more about nutrition
no worry, no
from
worry.
Celine.
Um,
What,
yeah,
Celine,
but
what did you actually want to know?
yes, I would like to. Maybe Celine, you want to elaborate more? Know more
Yeah,
about nutrition?
because I'm
I'm
sure
actually
there's lots and
nutrition
lots of
to
things.
yeah. Right, so maybe Celine is
What's the
typing.
basic nutrition we all need? Jingwen, what is the basic nutrition that we all need, whether we are healthy or whether we do have a chronic disease? I mean, is there a baseline of nutrition that you would recommend without us needing the consultation, maybe?
Okay. First of all, definitely we need three types of the macronutrients, right? So actually, macronutrients including carbohydrate, okay, which is the food that will rise out our blood sugar. Yes, but yes, it's a very important nutrition. Although every one of us is scared of it. Actually, we need protein. Okay, but last but not least, actually we need fat also. But of course, we need to consume the fat moderately. Actually, these are the main three types of the nutrition, of the nutrient that we need. And basically, during the consultation, we'll be addressing on how much you need to take for these three types of the macronutrient as well. Of course, we got some micronutrient, which including the vitamin mineral. Vitamin, we got vitamin C, D, A, or like calcium, or like mineral, we got calcium, iron, and so on.
Okay, so that means the portion of the macronutrients, the carbs, the proteins, the fats, that's something that you'd advise through the consultation. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So if you do need nutritional advice, there was a QR code earlier. Just jump onto that and fill in that form so that you can get a consult with Jingwen, and she can actually really help you out and give you more specific advice. Now we're going to wrap up soon, so I'm just going to take another question. There's another question here, and sorry, just I see two things coming up. One was from Frostbite Koo. So for a 13-year-old, so I would suggest for that, and because you're looking for that very specific nutritional advice or some help on that, again, go and fill up that page, that website. So fill in your details and see if you can get a consultation, because I think that on such sessions like this, we can provide education, but we're not really going to be able to provide specific sort of any medical treatments or that sort of thing as well, right? This is purely for educational purposes only. But there is a question from Marcus, who says that his dad's on chemo. He doesn't want to take milk powder or milk supplements or protein supplements. He doesn't want to take any meat or fish or vegetables as well. He only wants to eat fruits and drink 100 plus. So how can we help him? That's a big, tough question.
So I will say that this one, yes, I will say that this one definitely you have to come to a dietitian consultation. I think for Frostbite and Marcus, no worry. Later on, we will comment the below the link for you. Yeah, we will provide you with the phone link, right? The screening form that I'll be sharing just now. You can fill up that form to book an appointment with us, right? All right. So basically, for Marcus, I will say that sometimes maybe it's the lacking of the nutrition knowledge, or sometimes maybe it's the lacking of the awareness, right? Because we all know that all the cancer fighters, if they are on the chemo, maybe actually they are losing appetite, they are having some taste change. So maybe that is the reason why he only want to eat the fruits or drink 100 bars, because it may taste good for him. So in this case, having a conversation with dietitian will really help, because we can tell him exactly why he need protein, why he need the milk supplement, why he cannot take the fruits and drink 100 bars long term, especially during the chemo.
Yeah, and based on some of the other Facebook Live sessions that I've conducted and hosted, there was other actually members who were the cancer fighters, and they came on to share that, you know, just getting that advice and getting that guidance really helped them, and they could really sort of focus their attention and energy on trying to eat the right foods to help with their recovery as well. So for Marcus, I think that would be really beneficial, because it's not then you know, as the son trying to, you know, force your dad to do something without him wanting to, but rather you're getting a third party to sort of help out as well. And I think that would be very beneficial kind of for you guys as a family to even go through and understand a little bit more about the nutrition. Okay. All right. So, okay, one last question. I know, is there a cost for these sessions? Because somebody's just asked that, and we are asking a couple of people to get on and register on the website.
Right, all right. So, okay. So for the non-members, the first 3 sessions, the fee will be waived off. Of course, the exact price range of the consultation fee we can share with you all. Oh, Gary, your face. Yes, the first 3 sessions will be waived off, and then of course the exact consultation fee we can share with you once we get in contact with you. But of course, if you are a cancer fighter, if you are someone with cancer diagnosis, we strongly encourage you to sign up a member for us, because if you're joining a member for us, you can enjoy the unlimited session with us. So this is the privilege to become one of the members of 365 Cancer Prevention Society.
Definitely. Besides, of course, these wonderful Facebook Live sessions and all the other events that are happening, that's just another perk. And so right now, I'd like to thank Junwon for your time. Thank you for sharing, answering all of these amazing questions. Thank you, of course, to all the people sitting here watching at home on a Saturday evening too. But I would like you to just say thank you in the comments, and then we will call Junwon to take her leave. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Gary. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Have a nice evening. All right. So everybody, before you leave, please, wait. Before you leave, I just want to get your feedback from tonight's session. So if you can, please take your phones out or screenshot this so you can go and fill this in, this QR code. And we would like to know how tonight's session went. And of course, what else you would like to know, because we are here to serve you. We want to share information that is going to be valuable for you guys. So please take a moment right now to fill in this feedback form. And while you're doing that, just have me whispering in your ear as you're filling in that form, okay? There will be a next Facebook Live, okay? So our 365 Live is going to be on the 13th of April. So right here on Facebook, same time, same place, 8 p.m. And this is going to be on liver diseases. So this is very, very valuable. And again, I just want to chip in something. If you were somebody who was thinking about using the ONS as a like a meal replacement, and you were wanting to find out more about that, to lose some weight. So the liver gets affected when we start to get overweight. So that would be a great Facebook Live session for you to attend as well. All right. And while you're still filling out that feedback form, I just also want to remind you guys that we do have 3 campaigns happening right now. So the colonoscopy, the mammogram, and the pap test. So these sponsored screenings are back. And you know that early detection is fantastic for fighting and combating cancer. So together with Icon Cancer Center, we're providing these fully sponsored screenings for people holding a blue or orange chest card. And they will help to detect cancers early before symptoms occur, and that will likely and could lead to better treatment outcomes. So if you are also wanting to help fund this so that we could support more people in doing these screenings, please scan these QR codes as well to donate, and donate generously, because it is really going to go a long way in helping so many people, whether it's a child, a parent, a caregiver, get the treatment that they need and they deserve. So please do give generously. All right. So once again, thank you so much for the feedback. Thank you for being here this evening, and do like and share our social media pages to stay up to date with all of the happenings, such as this one this evening. So thanks again for joining me tonight. My name is Gary. I've had a pleasure hosting you, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful evening.